right, I'm here with Big Brother from Pop Brothers at Law, and after you smoke the fuck up, you shut the fuck up.
All right, Mark and Craig, Pop Brothers at Law with Skate and Jay Swaz. We taught them how to shut the fuck up. They got pulled over about a year and a half ago, popped with some cannabis. They tried to say they were selling it, hit them with felonies. And now here we are a year and a half later, case dismissed. When you shut the fuck up, don't talk to the cops, use the only 25 words we teach you. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? If detained, you say, I invoke the fifth. And then what do, guys?
You shut the fuck up.
That's it,
Don't talk
man.
to the cops, man. Follow Pop Brothers
at
at
law,
Law.
you
Know
dig?
your rights, know your laws, know all that.
We got you covered. Pop
Always.
Brothers at Law. Out.
There you go.
All right, it's Mark and Craig, Pop Brothers at Law. We're here at High Hopes, getting down with Redman, Cannabis Brothers. We're in here. It's going to Shut the Fuck Up Friday, all right? What do you say when the cops first pull you over? You say, why did you pull me over? And when they start asking questions, you say, I'm not discussing my day. And when they keep asking questions, you say, am I being detained or am I free to go? And if detained, you say, I invoke the fifth. And then, Redman, what do you do?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Be polite to those cops. Use your rights. Shut the fuck up Friday.
Shut the fuck up, Friday.
It's shut the fuck.
All right, we are here back, Pop Brothers at Law, Live Stream Talks Radio Podcast. We were gone for a couple weeks live. You saw some reruns that we had up there. We were a little busy doing some different things, and right now we are broadcasting live from Oklahoma City. We are at CannaCon, getting ready to educate with our seminar, The Etiquette of Engaging Law Enforcement, how to shut the fuck up when cops ask questions. And the last video you saw there with Redman, we're going to be hooking up with him tonight. He's here. He's doing a lot of fun things with a great company that, you know, I've got some people here in my, they've invaded my room. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we are getting ready to, as I said, do our seminar. We're coming off of a lot of different things that we're getting ready to do with the Shut the Fuck Up and the script. Big Brother's in his room. What's going on, Big Brother?
Just taking it all in, having a good time here at CannaCon.
All right, I'm going to bring Randy. I want to add in Carlos. Carlos, introduce yourself to everybody. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and why you're here. Can't hear you. Oh, your mic. Unmute.
I'm here. So I'm backstage. At the Sensi party as it's all getting set up here. I am Carlos Duval Slows, New York influencer, now a part of the Sensi magazine family in the East Coast. And we got an epic party tonight. We got Raekwon in the building tonight.
That's going to be fun. You know, my brother was worried that there might not be time for us to go on stage and do our big shut the fuck up. We're gonna squeeze us in there.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that, man. Hey, I can't leave Craig out. Craig is a big clubhouse guy. Big clubhouse guy, Craig.
Thank you. I appreciate
All
that.
the way. All right. So we got anybody in the audience. If you have questions, just feel free to come on in. You can ask them on the comments if you want. We usually have help monitoring it, but our monitor, Ali, is off. I know Big Brother's looking at the comments if you have questions, but we prefer you try to come on in to the live stream and join us and ask those questions. Now, special guest that I sent the, well, so this is kind of funny. I sent the live stream link like I did to Carlos, who's here in Oklahoma. I sent the live stream link to somebody to pop in with us, And instead of popping into the link, they just popped into my room. It just came right into the room. And where is it? All right. Let's talk about it really quick because this device, take it away.
Yeah, this is the flour mill. We've reinvented the grinder. No more teeth. Completely takes care of your product. The stems will stay on top. It's magnetic. Quarter turn off. No more heat catch. Yeah, it's stainless steel. This is the way to take care of your product. It's a naturally breaks product apart.
The no teeth thing is huge.
No teeth, no more cleaning. Completely breaks down.
And they get stuck. It gets super gummied up.
Yeah, and no more hash on top. No more resin issues. It's
then they bend, and you can't even. Then the teeth bend. You can't even fucking turn it.
That's right. I got one for you, Craig. Awesome. We're here in the room, so
awesome. Grab mine later for sure.
And don't you got something going on at your booth today at 3? I heard
at 3 o'clock we'll have Redman at booth number 423, and then we're throwing a party that's from 3 to 5 at CannaCon in Oklahoma, and then at 7 o'clock we're going to have a party at 3 Cubed, about 5 minutes from the expo, and we'll have Redman and some other people will be there. We got a nice little party, VIP party. You guys are welcome to come.
I tell my brother that there'll be time for us to jump on stage.
Absolutely. I'm going to make some time for us to you guys can give a little speech to our people at the event. I'll share some of my time with you. And I'll send you our itinerary so that we can share that with the people.
There you go. I'll set up for you, big brother, just like I said.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
That's how it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen.
All right. Are there any questions anyone's asking? Are you looking?
Well, yeah, not really. I don't see many questions right now. But we can talk about, you heard that the probably Friday, the MORE Act is going to get another vote in the House of Representatives. And hopefully this time when it passes, it won't die on the Senate floor because McConnell isn't the Senate leader anymore. Schumer is. So I think it's going to get a vote. Whether it passes the Senate or not, it's going to be interesting. But at least I believe it's going to get a vote.
Well, we know it's going to pass the House. We know that. But it's not going to pass this. Somehow McConnell still has power somehow. I don't know how he does it, but we'll see. I won't be too pessimistic, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm having more fun here at CannaCon. So many people. There's like 250 exhibitors. People are out. People are back. The cannabis industry is really something else out here. What do you think about it out here, big brother?
I think it's the way it should be. I think, I heard from people that, some people were folding up, can't stay in business. There's a lot of cultivation. There's a store on every corner. But, contrast that to Los Angeles or LA or California, where less than a third of the cities in the state of California still allow cannabis. And in the cities that do allow for cannabis businesses, such as retail storefronts, they limit them to a ridiculous small number of shops in the city, and it's causing the cost in California it's outrageous to get into the business. But out here, I've always said if you have good product, good service, good prices, you're going to be able to make it, and it should be free enterprise. And if you can't make it, they should let 20 of them open up on one street if that's what you need to do. And all of them might make it and some of them won't make it. And that's just the way it is. So I think it's great out here. Although I do hear that they are starting to get a little more of a regulatory scheme going on, including metrics and track and traces coming into play. And I believe out here in Oklahoma, there might even be having a vote today, whether or not to adopt metrics and track and trace, which will cause a lot of headaches for a lot of people here in Oklahoma. Because right now you can just grow it and bring it to the storefront, as opposed to California, you have to go through a distributor. You can't sell it directly to the storefront, whether you're a manufacturer or cultivator. And so, I'd like to see California more like here. And out here, I understand it's $2,500. You can get your license and get up and running. In California, you're looking at $500,000 fucking dollars before you get into the biz. So I think it should be done more like out here, and hopefully how New York's going to roll it out. They're going to learn from the mistakes of California, where the illicit market is still 10 times bigger than the legal market. Makes no sense. Our politicians have their head so far up their ass that they don't understand the concept of overtaxation and regulation. What they don't get, and I'm not an economist. I'm a lawyer because I couldn't do math or science. But doesn't it make sense as opposed to this 15% excise tax? And this is in California anyways. And I hear Colorado's actually trying to up their put some kind of THC limits and tax different limits on THC in Colorado. I mean, the states are going backwards. I mean, California, at the end of the day, on the supply chain, you're looking at potentially, 38 to 45% tax, effective tax to the consumer at the end of the day. So doesn't it make, and legal markets bringing in 20 times more revenue than the legal market. So wouldn't it make sense that as opposed to a 48% effective tax on a little bit of money, that you do a smaller percent on a lot of money? Isn't that just make sense? You're going to make more money with a little tax on a lot than rather than a big tax on a little. It just, I don't get why the politicians don't get it, but that's our system that we have in place with these idiots that if you don't like it, get out there and vote them out. That's how it's going to, someone asked me the other day, how's this going to change? How's it going to change? It's going to change by voting out the old fucks and voting in the new, such as your Gary Chambers, guys like that who are going to vote to legalize cannabis. He's gone out. He's been in the front line of smoking cannabis in his ads. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a smart move. And if you don't like to vote for him, then fuck you, don't. But, I like to say, I kind of have teased that, I'm a one issue guy. We're going to vote for cannabis. We got to get cannabis in the front running of all the issues on Capitol Hill.
What do you think, Carlos?
I'm with that, man. And I'm with what Craig's saying. Smaller tax, more volume, more money.
It just
You're
makes sense.
out in New York?
Yeah, New York City. Look at New York City. They were trying to propose the THC tax in New York City. But
What was that? What kind of tax?
THC tax.
What's
So
that?
percentage. Yeah, so whatever the percent of the THC content in the bud is what they were going to tax you on.
Now, is that
So the
something
higher
that's
the
going to happen,
THC,
or
the higher the tax?
right?
The fuck?
And that's in the scheme for New York right now.
Well, that's what they're talking, but I don't think that's going to work out in New York City.
Fortunately, we have real good friends out there who are, stakeholders and are getting a seat at the table. Our good friend Leo Bridgewater, and hopefully they're going to be able to
let that happen.
They're going to be able to kibosh, which is the one thing California really never did, was sat down with the actual stakeholders, people in the industry who have been in the industry, and hopefully New York will get that right. They've already got it right with where you can smoke.
Yeah.
I smoked in Times Square. It was crazy. It was just absolutely.
There's a bill now to allow it to home grow as well on the Jersey side. So we just got to see how that unfolds and keep our foot to their necks.
Yep.
And they're selling it on the corners.
It's the Wild West. It's the Wild West right now out there. Now that it's legal, but it's not really legal to sell it, but it's legal to have it and smoke it and grow it. But there's no regulations yet in order to how to sell it. Although I did hear they're giving the hemp farmers go ahead to start growing cannabis to get out in front of the regulations coming out. So there's product to supply when they do get the regulations in place.
I mean, hemp farming is way different from THC farming. I'll tell you that much.
I can only imagine.
Let's hope and pray they get it right.
That's all we can do.
Get dialed in the right way,
Well, at least in New York, there are people involved that hopefully are going to help them steer it in the right direction, unlike these other states. But, we just got to keep plugging along.
Yeah, most definitely. It's great to see the entrepreneurship going on in New York and New Jersey right now. As they're talking, we're about to be the bigger market right now in cannabis. So.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, I just hope the states get it right and don't fuck it up, which, there a lot of them are fucking it up. But
hey, we're in Oklahoma right now, though, bro. The culture shock in Oklahoma for me, just last night was crazy.
No. Right? It's a great vibe, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's so
Oklahoma's
acceptable
good.
out here. We were out here last time for this. It was crazy, what you're allowed to do out here with cannabis and the use at restaurants, wherever you are, it don't matter.
Yeah, right?
It's crazy.
Guys,
I
I'm gonna
like
see you
to
tonight.
go wherever. Well, out in Oklahoma, wherever somebody smokes cigarettes, people with
You can smoke.
medical cards can smoke anywhere they want. So
In
for those of us
California.
visiting here, it's actually you're not supposed to. But I'm all for civil disobedience. They can come take us, I guess. I don't see anybody getting bothered,
No, I mean either.
which
It's a
is
great
the
thing.
right
It's a
thing
great
to
time.
do. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, guys, I'll
Well, we're
see you
gonna-
tonight at the party.
Absolutely. What your party? It starts at 8, yeah?
7.
7. And it goes till whenever I say it stops.
Yeah, you know,
Is that-
how we do.
And is that the Fairchild one? I know there's 2 of them tonight.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Fairchild one.
Yeah. All right, very
Okay.
cool. Yeah, we will be there. Can't wait. We'll see you. Thanks for popping in, Carlos. Good to see you face to face. For
Yeah,
real.
thanks for having me.
Just like Clubhouse.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you tonight, brother. All right, should we cut it short today so we can get back down there?
Yeah,
the
I think
floor,
so.
big
I think
bro?
it's a good deal. We got things to do. We got to go walk the convention floors, do some meet and greets, and promote our seminar for tomorrow at 1:00 here at OKC Convention Center.
That's right. If you are in Oklahoma tomorrow, we do the Shut the Fuck Up seminar, the etiquette of engaging law enforcement at 1 p.m. You could still get tickets, CannaCon.org. Code STFU30 will get you 30% off tickets. And you can catch a live version of the script challenge tomorrow, which is Shut the Fuck Up Friday. We've got some great sponsors. We've got the Canna Consortium giving out some really nice shirts that have, I think, some STFU information on it, as well as Top Tree giving away $200 this week. 2 $100 Cash App prizes for the persons who can get the script right in the face of me and my brother acting as cops. And you can also catch the script challenge live on Instagram, noon Pacific time, every Friday. And this show, the Pop Brothers at Law live stream talk radio podcast, every Thursday at noon Pacific time. And look for the Shut the Fuck Up tour coming to your state soon. We'll catch you next week. Big brother, what do you do when the cops ask questions?
You shut the fuck up.
We're out of here.